No, but you can see. There.
Here,
Mm-hmm.
like that.
Yeah, like that. Alright, y'all. We're gonna start off on YouTube. And then we are going to move to TikTok. Actually, TikTok is going to join in 30 minutes. This is what we're going to call our 30-minute training. So, if you're on the YouTube channel and you're wondering, Baby Whisper, why are we seeing you at what god awful time is it? At 11:32, Baby Whisper, why are we seeing you? You are seeing me because we about to do the code whisper. Now, a lot of y'all parents have been asking me and asking me and asking me about certain things. And the most basic thing y'all been asking me is security for y'all kids. So I took some time out and I'm going to tell y'all about a new manual that we have, a workbook. I'm not gonna call it a manual, I'm gonna call it a workbook. So if you're wondering what I'm looking at two places. We have the Whispering Vault on TikTok and we have the Whispering Vault on YouTube. All of our friends on YouTube, let's talk about it. Because a lot of y'all have seen me, and you be like, you haven't got on YouTube and did any lives yet. So it's early in the morning. This is gonna be my 30-minute training. We're gonna train for 30 minutes. We're gonna talk about some of the stuff that's been happening now, and we're gonna go on about our business. If you are on TikTok and you're now seeing me and said, "Oh my God, she went live this morning," yes, this morning she went live. So I went live this morning so everybody can see exactly what we should do and how we should do it. And I don't have a lot of things on my TikTok, which is crazy because I can't share it to nobody. So that's the crazy part right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna share a couple of these to a couple of people, and we're gonna talk about what we about to move into, and then we're gonna get off this thing and go on about our business. Hit the light screen if you come in, come on in and hit the light screen. If you are in here, if you are in here and you are a caregiver or a parent or a teacher or you are someone who is with families and kids, go on and hit the light screen. If you're not a whisper, you might want to hear us just right quick. Y'all might want to come on and just hear us a little bit. I'm not expecting for a lot of people to stay in the room because they're not used to me being up here this early. But if you're on the Whispering Vault, you might want to get used to me doing things early because early time is where most of the families are getting together. It's summertime. We've had a lot of things go on. We've had people going into play parks, cussing out other people's children. We've had people going into schools using all kinds of foul language. We've had kids walking into the store getting accused of stealing. The police have been called on them, and we've had parents who have had the been called out to the police station where their children should not even be talked to unless a parent or guardian there. You also need to know y'all rights. But before we do know your rights, we gonna start what we call code whisper. Code whisper is for all y'all parents to give y'all kids name some security names. It's for y'all to have safe words. It's for y'all to start getting with your family so y'all know if something go on. Also, the code whisper is gonna help you that when somebody get involved and come to your house, you'll have things set up in place. Now, I'm not saying I'm up here for y'all to be in this thing, to be afraid and everything else. I'm setting y'all up so y'all can be able to have security for y'all family. We don't know what's going on in the world. We really don't. Well, we do because we work. But this is something that we work in and we know what's going on. Now, for those of y'all who wondering, Chuck is somewhere around here, as y'all can see him about to go that way. He's somewhere around here. This is simply for the parents to be able to get themselves some code words and things for the kids. Now, a lot of y'all have been asking me about sibling rivalry. So I'm going to touch on a couple of things and then we're going to go into code whisper. Sibling rivalry. For those of y'all who have problems with y'all kids that are fighting all through the summertime, I have a question for y'all while y'all doing this. When we were growing up, our parents made us have what we call a family time. Y'all remember those times where we had to sit at the dinner table and we don't know if anybody would say anything, but we were at the dinner table for a reason. The reason why you were there is so you can be able to bond with your siblings. A lot of y'all kids have no bond between each other. A lot of y'all kids don't have relationships. Y'all want to think about people and what they do in their house. Y'all watch TV all the time. The one thing I don't see on a lot of TV shows is them sitting down to dinner no more. Who has time for that? We all on fast food. Understand this. The fast food lifestyle that they have given us takes security away from our families. Go on and share this out. Y'all just gonna hear me talking for a minute. And while y'all hear me talking for a minute, y'all just gonna see me, as I'm looking down. Now y'all know I always have my handy dandy notebook. See, there go Chuck running. Y'all always know I got my handy dandy notebook. My handy dandy notebook is basically so I can go over the Cold Whisper. This is a brand new book that we actually are going to bring out, and it's gonna come out Thursday. You'll hear me get up here and talk about it coming out Thursday. The reason why I brought out Cold Whisper is because we got to learn how to start protecting ourselves. We got people walking in places. I don't give a damn what anybody say, and I work for the government. I don't care what anybody say. Nobody should be able to go into any place and make anybody feel so unsafe, especially our kids, when they're supposed to protect. I'm just saying. If you're on TikTok, go ahead and hit the screen. Let me see you give me some likes if you're on TikTok. Let's get up to 1,000 likes. If you're on YouTube and you're watching this, go ahead and give me a like so I know people are watching this and y'all up here. 30 minutes. Ready? And we start now. Are y'all ready? So let's talk about Cold Whisper. Let's whisper our codes. Y'all ready? So, the first word that we're going to work on is going to be shield. The purpose of you teaching your kids shield is to teach your family how to spot danger and protect themselves what matters most. Okay? So you're going to teach them shield, and you're going to be like, why the hell am I teaching them shield? Not the whispering shield. We on Code Whisper. So we on all our acronyms. So here we go. Shield. See the signs? Hear what's not said. Interpret the moment. Evade the harm. Lock in safety. Defend with wisdom. Now, this is how they can put it into real life usage. Walking to school, encountering strangers, and home safety. Now, let me tell you the truth. The world speaks in warning signs. Teach your children to listen before shouting. Everybody like to get loud. The loudest person on the board is not always the right person. Sometimes, the quietest person on the board is the person that's right. Because they looking and they watching. You gotta have to learn how to teach your kids how to listen and how to watch. A lot of us have been teaching our kids how to get loud. That's gonna make them go away. Not all the time. Most of the time, what you are going to need evade the invade the harm first, but they gotta know how to distinguish it. A lot of our kids actually go up there and start talking to people because they look harmless. Y'all ever heard of the wolf in sheep clothing? All right, ready? I'm going to drop it and I'm going to leave it. This is all a part of our new manual for y'all to be able to teach our kids. You ready? Alert. We all know what alert means, right? We all know what alert means. But the purpose is to build quick thinking, calm responses, and non-panic written reactions. What happens when we panic? When we panic, more danger normally happens because we're gonna react. We're gonna react off adrenaline. When your child panics, they're gonna react off fear. Have you ever heard the saying that a man who is fearful will kill first? Have you ever heard about that? Accidental or whatever, how it's gonna be. That's why this is not for kids. This is for y'all parents to hear it raw. This is the raw, underrated truth on how to protect your kids and teach to them. I'm gonna in this workbook teach you exactly what you need to do. Everything you need to do. Okay, so let's break it down. Let's break alert down. You ready? Awareness is your armor. Limit risky behavior. Expect the unexpected. React with reason. Tell a trusted adult. Now, I'm going to explain this tell a trusted adult because a lot of y'all kids mistake authoritarian strangers for trusted adults. So, I'm going to break that down. I'm going to give y'all that little tea right now. I'm going to break that down for you. But first, you use this in real life in outings, theme parks, and first-time independence. A lot of y'all teach y'all kids when they first go outside, they just dum-dumming along and they're not paying attention. We need awareness. You need awareness. You need to be able to teach your kids what they need to do and how they need to do it. You need to keep them alert. Anything can happen at any moment. This is not for fear mongering. This is for y'all to understand what you need to be doing. So fear doesn't freeze. Fear doesn't freeze kids. Silence does. Give them the words. A lot of kids don't know what to say, what to do, and how to do it. They get very much stuck. And then by the time they go to react, it's more fear and they got more people coming in. The purpose of teaching them the word alert is for them to be able to react with confidence, but also to have a reaction that they be able to protect themselves. A lot of things happen to our children when we are not around, especially if they're in school, especially if they go to daycare, especially if they're in some kind of group. A lot of things happen to our kids when we are not around. Therefore, before you go there, when it comes to school shootings, alert is not for that. We have our whole separate thing, dire safety, for that one. The reason why I say that is alert is for when they go around where other adults are, when they go around where other people are, when they're around where other kids are. Most of the time, most kids learn from their friends. They don't learn from their parents. They're going to hear something from their parents, and if you get their other friends, especially the ones that be at your house all the time that you want to get rid of, when you get all of them together and you have them all together, that's when everything can go down. That's most of the time where you will have a lot of people that's when you have a lot of people who are, sorry, my phone's going off. That's when you have a lot of people who get their kids, they have like a little party with all the kids together, and they can be able to actually teach their friends too. Most of the time, if your kids don't remember and one of their friends in there, their friends gonna remember as well. All right? Now, guard. Ready? So, teach them guard. Empower families to speak up, act fast, and track what matters. Now, y'all gonna think it means go on guard. Listen to this. This is the big twist to this. Gather details, unplug from unsafe spaces, act with confidence, report the wrongs, document everything. Guard is for when your children are amongst, if they encounter, like, let's just say the police. Guard is for if your kid has encountered a security guard. Now check this out. Your kids might activate it by calling you and say, I gotta go on guard. No one's gonna know what you're talking about other than they gotta defend themselves. However, when this is how they can put guard into use. When they're in a bullying situation, if I can talk this morning, suspicious behavior, teacher or coach misconduct. Now this is why I say guard is very good when they're going against familiar stranger, authoritarian stranger, when they are looking at a person they know. This is where guard comes in really good. When a police officer comes up to them, start talking to them out their mouth sideways, which they're going to do it a lot, you're going to see a lot of. When this happens, I want your child to know how to activate guard. And if you're just coming in, we are on the Whispering Code. The Whispering Code is teaching you 10 acronyms how to keep your family safe, that your family can learn to keep them safe. In this day and age, we all gonna need this. So the truth about guard is a whisper written down can become evidence that saves a life or that brings you justice. We ain't trying to fearmonger. We in the middle of a whole bunch of craziness, so we're trying to get it straight. Now, safe. You ready? Now you gonna think this means this is keeping my people safe. Safe is a word up here for a reason. Now this gives children a to-go plan or go-to plan when faced with personal danger. Now I want y'all to hear something right quick. A lot of y'all kids react in a whole different way, and I'm gonna tell you why. When they in certain situations, they react a certain way. So I want you to teach them safe. Safe is the go-to plan. What happens if? What happens if I see? What happens if an adult come up? What happens if the police come up? Safe plan. Now, you want them to go on guard and activate guard, but you want them to know that they need to be safe. Y'all ready for this? I'm about to spell it out for you. S, say no without guilt. Y'all know where I'm about to go with this one? Y'all know where I'm about to go with this one? Say no without guilt. Act strong even if scared. Find your safety helper. Escape smart. Now, authoritarian strangers, safety helpers, and safe adults are three different things. I'm gonna have to break it down for y'all. It ain't gonna be today, but this is just us doing the whispering code. How they put this in active. Now listen, every day, how they put this into action plan. Abuse prevention, uncomfortable interaction, and playground safety. A lot of children today go to the playground by themselves. They go into the store by themselves. You see a lot of preteens and teenagers walking around. What I need you to understand is they must be safe at all times, but they also have to activate guard. This book right here is going to teach you how to teach your kids how to keep themselves safe. In this day and age, safety is more important. And we all know that the color of your skin matters, how someone treats you. Shouldn't be like that, that's the way it is. Who your parents are matters, how people treat you. Be honest with your children and tell them the truth. Now listen here. Here the truth is. This is for y'all parents. Y'all ready for this? Even the smallest voice can break the loudest danger when it's been trained to speak. You trying to train your kid what to say, how to say it, where to go, how to move, where to walk, what to do. Instead of other people training our kids up into ways that are going to keep them submissive to things that will keep them hurt, how about we start training our kids the way we need to do it? If you have not did it yet, go on and give me a subscribe, give me a like. Hi, Tawanda Jones. I'm in the middle. If I'm in the middle of talking, I don't see you. I'm sorry. Give me a hi. Give me a like. Give me, go ahead and, hi, Bloodhound, little Jeff. Go on and give me the like on the screen. If you're on TikTok, we're on both Whispering Vaults right now. Everybody is seeing me. If you in YouTube, go ahead and give me a hi. If I don't see you now, I will see you. If you're on TikTok, I know we've been whispers for a very long time. Go on and give me a shh. And let me know that y'all watching. If you like what we talking about, it's going to be on both of my channels where I'm going to pop up and have the book ready for y'all to go on and get it. Now, how many of us actually watch? Do you watch your children? Do you see what your children are doing? Do you understand that your children are watching you? Train young guys to become strong observers. A lot of us teach our kids to react first. You need to be teaching your kids to observe first and act second. Actually, you need to observe first, evaluate second, and react third. That's the safety precaution. That is the safety precaution. Now, hit a breakdown. Y'all ready? Y'all watch me. No, really, y'all watch me. Y'all want to hear me do it? Here we go. Ready? Who is too close? Act if they follow. Time to leave. Check exits. Help is better than hiding. In some cases, when we tell our kids they need to go hide, they actually need to go find somebody else that is in that building, because normally when somebody see more than one person, most people stop what they do. Also, you teach your kids to scream, stomp, and do everything else, but do you teach them what words to say? Because yelling help is not going to help them in this day and age. This is not 1992. Yelling help in 1992 might have got you some views. Fire! Sir, you're touching me. I don't know you. Teaching them what to say. Teaching them how to observe. Teaching them to observe their surroundings is helping your child stay alive. It also teaching them another skill. And I'll tell y'all what other skills later. But this is forward. This is how they put this, where they can put this into real life use. You ready? Parking lots, online gaming, digital stranger danger. I'm going to stop for a second. Let's talk about the digital stranger danger. Do we know where is the most place that most of us let in predators in our house? Do we know where that place is now in 2025? Do we know where the place is that many people will go and let people in their house? The name of that place is called Wi-Fi. We all have it in our house. We can't do nothing without Wi-Fi. We all got Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is in our house. It's also a way that many predators get into your house. You're going to be like, baby whisper, I got all kinds of security codes. You might got all kinds of security codes, but did you know your kid get on Discord? No offense to Discord, I ain't saying that. I know y'all got some good things in place. Twitch, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. Do you know your kids go to different platforms? And here's one that I have a very big problem with, Snapchat. Do you know that your kids get on digital platforms? Did you know that back in the day in 1985, well, let's go a little bit further. 1995, there were a lot of predators that learned something. The parents will be in the play park. Y'all even might be at the school. There's going to be a safe adult somewhere at the school. Guess where y'all not at? I can't show mine because I'm on both of mine. You not, oh wait, I got one to show. You not in this. You not on their game system. And half of y'all don't even know what y'all kids be doing half the time. I'm just saying. Here's my favorite one. Number 7, fear. Babies, you been talking about this the whole time. Ready? Normalize emotions and turn fear into thoughtful action. I need them to feel the warning, express concern, act with support, and reposition for safety. Now, I know a lot of y'all have this problem, and if you are one of my whisperers, you know that I have the breakdown now. I got the whispering vault for your kids and for your family health, and I got the savage vault to get yourself together. Because a mama and a daddy who broken cannot raise healthy children. I don't give a damn who told you that. I'm here to tell you the truth. A broken parent cannot raise healthy children. We're going in that later when we talk about family health. But how you put this fear into action. If you just coming in and you showing the past trying to figure out what the hell this girl talking about, we are on our acronyms, our safety acronyms. We have the book put together. I got the top 10 safety acronyms to keep your family safe and keep your kids safe. Now, how you put fear into check? Emotional check-in, trauma response, anxiety management. I'm going to pause for a second. Because I've had this question to me too many damn times before me not to pause. Just because you have anxiety does not mean your child has it. Most children do not have anxiety. I don't give a damn what y'all about to say. I'm going to tell you what they have. Most children, emotion is heightened up because their parent is emotional disabled to be able to teach them what the emotion they are feeling. Teach your kids emotions. If you don't know how to do it, there is a movie that I highly recommend, although it's by Disney, and it is called Inside and Out. Highly recommend it. I don't care how old your kid is. Highly recommend it. Stop telling boys that they are not supposed to have emotions like crying or feeling something. Stop telling girls that you're supposed to just, hold yourself together and you're not supposed to say how you feel. If you want an emotional healthy child that is not going to have anxiety and all of that, try talking to your child. I didn't say talking at your child. I said shut the fuck up and talk to your child. Yes, I just said that because this is not for kids. I put it up there just for y'all parents. Y'all want to hear it raw? Let's hear it raw. Some of y'all don't know how to have a conversation with your kids. A conversation is not you talking. You must ask the question. Then shut the fuck up. That's why I say whisper. Shut up. Listen to your kid. Understand that your child has feelings and it's not you. Understand that your child will feel what they feeling in a whole different way and it's not you. Understand that your child is going to break something down in a whole different way. And half of y'all that got off my live right now because y'all mad what I'm about to say and I don't even give a damn. But you're going to come back to me because a lot of y'all are being trained to your child needs to know. Your child needs to know. I did not say nothing about being friends. If y'all ever noticed, that word never came out my mouth. What came out my mouth was you need to know how to have a conversation with your children. This has nothing to do with being friends. This has nothing to do. We're not talking about the part where you need to make sure the boundaries are set. We're talking about you need to have your child comfortable enough to come to you with uncomfortable situations. Half of us is dealing with trauma bonds that we have bonded with our children because our children have dealt with something that we have dealt with. This has nothing to do with conversating with your kids. A normal conversation. What did you do today? Don't speak. Most parents that don't know how to do conversations with their kids, I tell them wait to 5 sentences in. 5 complete sentences in. Then speak. Now, I'm going to tell you why I'm going through this, because it's the truth about this one. Fear is not the enemy. It's a flashlight. Show your child how to hold it steady. We have to start teaching our children when they get scared. Observe, evaluate, react. Our feelings matter. Y'all get what I just said? When your child feels fear, observe, evaluate, react. Our feelings matter. You're going to say, baby, where are you at? Evaluate is the you. If you spell the word out to yourself. Yes. If you spell the word out to yourself, you're going to get a you somewhere in that word. The reason why I said observe, evaluate, and react is because fear is the one thing that is driving people to do things they have no business. It's the one thing that is doing that. It's the one thing that right now is teaching everybody what they can do and how they can do it. So, y'all wonder what I'm doing? I am in the middle of getting rid of people on my phone. Because, everybody like, this is the time where we normally working. We working ourselves. We working. And we trying to get it together. And getting it together when doing all of this, I got to stop for a moment. And what I realized is the family time and Savage Room needs to be separated. So that's why we doing this. So we are up here. Y'all family time, y'all always say that Savage Room always gets most of your attention. So we're going to start separating so we all can have this time where we are in separation. And I can deal with family health and I can deal with our personal. Hey, boo-boo. I can deal with our personal health. Now, I'm going to go back to what I just said for those of y'all who just came into the room. We are doing the top 10 security acronyms. We are on Code Whisper. So, one mission, 10 acronyms. One mission, every child protocol. That's what we on right now. I broke down 7. I'm going to stop for a minute and talk about the workbook, okay? The reason why I'm going to stop for a minute and talk about the workbook is because a lot of y'all going to have questions like, where can I get it? What can I do? And baby whisper, baby whisper, baby whisper. Stop for a second, breathe, and listen to me. I want you to stop for a second, close your eyes, and count to 5. While you count to 5, I want you to, on number 1, say, I am patient. On number 2, say, I will listen. On number 3, say, I have the confidence to know that I will react correctly. On number 4, I want you to say, here we go. And on number 5, depending on who you believe in, but I believe in God, I want you to say, God, take the wheel. Miss Smith, I see you in here. Hello. So, this is what I want you to do. This is ways for y'all parents to calm down, get it together, know what's going on. These acronyms are put here for a reason. The biggest reason why most of these acronyms are put here is for your kids to know how to protect themselves. In this day and age right here in 2025, I hate to say it just like this, but in this day and age right here, right now, we have a lot of people that are getting hurt because they're learning how to do wrong things from their parents. Parents, it's okay. As a parent, you learn every day. But I'm going to tell you what your secret sauce is. Y'all ready for this? A parent's secret sauce is the favorite auntie. Go get one of them. If you ain't got one, they ain't got to be blood. They got to be the favorite auntie. And the second secret sauce is not this, I need a break. I don't know where the fuck that come from. Anyway, I'm sorry, I'm old school. I regress. The second secret sauce is accountability. You need a favorite auntie and you need accountability. You're going to be like, wait, what the hell what she just said? You keep thinking that your mental health means you got to pull yourself away and get yourself together. As a parent, you automatically have a bond with your children. The things that we teach them, we automatically do sometimes. It's an automatic thing. It just comes to us automatically. We just start, well, this is what my mama taught me, and I don't want to do this, I want to do somewhere different. You're gonna learn something. What you want to learn real different, and how you treat and teach your child is exactly how you have switched it up in your mind to know that this is right. You're doing what your parents did, amped up style. Yes, you are auntie here. You sure is. So it's amped up style. Everybody gonna be like, baby whisper. I didn't pause. I didn't freeze. I paused like that for a reason. Everybody gonna be like, baby whisper, what are you talking about? Some of y'all running around here saying, my mama won't never dare. Where you at? Because you can be visible and not accountable. Y'all gonna be looking at me like, ooh, who's she hitting at? I'm hitting at every young parent and old parent who think that this is time for y'all to have time. You are not living a life until your child or your children are 21. And if you're in Virginia, apparently they gotta be 24. So you're still connected to your children. Then you got grandchildren coming along. Then y'all be like, they ain't treat us like that. Let me tell you something. When you get grandchildren, that is your time to spoil the hell out of your grandchild and give them back. Give them back. Be like, I sure did do it because you ain't listened to a word I said. Give back. That's what you need to be doing. Right here, right now. This is what we call accountability. Now, I'm going to teach you accountability just right quick. A lot of y'all kids got similar in rivalry because they understand the little resentment that you have in you. I'm going to teach y'all something about spiritual warfare and family war and family security. You ready for this? A lot of y'all don't understand that the resentment that you have when your child is born is picked up by the younger siblings. I'm going to let that sink in for a second. Now you're going to be like, she went from security to family health. She went from security to family health. I'm going to stop. I stopped on 7, which is fear. And I stopped on fear for a reason. I'm not going to give y'all the whole book. But I'm talking about family health. Because a lot of us are taking our trauma out on our kids. And then we saying, it's for the best of them. Do you know some people give their children over to adoption because they selfishly want to keep their own life, but they want to also say that their bloodline will continue? I said some people, not everybody. Did you know that some people see what torture their child is going through, and because they went through that as their childhood, they will allow their child to feel that torture? I didn't say everybody, I said some people. You see, sometimes when we are healing ourselves, we forget about something. We are accountable for a whole different person. A whole different person. This is not you reborn. This is not your granddaddy reborn. Now, your child might have an old soul, but that means that your child does not want to deal with drama. Your child already has their personality. Their personality means that they just want to do what they're supposed to do, have their own little fun, and get it over with. They don't want to go out there wild and all of that. Be glad if your child got an old soul, because in these day and ages, I'm going to tell you, you're going to need it. What does this have to do with your acronym book? You see, y'all keep thinking safety means how we supposed to protect each other. But do you know, in order to understand safety, you're going to have to understand the mental, the physical, and the spiritual of safety. Baby, what the hell are you talking about? So I'm going to give y'all a freebie. Since y'all on this live today, and this our first live going for a cold whisper. When y'all hear me get up there and I'm going to say, we got a cold whisper coming out, that means that I'm going to get up here and do one of the acronyms. That whole 30 minutes is one acronym. I'm not going to give you a whole bunch. I'm going to give you one at one time. Break it down, tell you. Go get the manual. The manual is going to appear for us on Thursday. Go get the manual. Look at the manual. Understand the manual. You're going to say, are you getting on live today? Not on my other channel. I'm not. The Savage Room not coming to Thursday. And if you're on the Whispering Vault right now, and you are one of our whispers, and you are a parent, please do me a favor and go up. Well, it's not in my bio, but go up. If you are on TikTok, go over to our Savage Vault page and subscribe and go into that bio and get the Savage Vault for YouTube. If you on YouTube and you watching me, go and type in the Savage Vault. You're going to see me and two tigers. You all, the tiger and the lion. You see it all the time on this channel. If you are looking for Savage Phoenix, it is on the Savage Vault. However, tonight I am going to do this. This for my parents. I'm going to go talk about the scarlet letter A because this is something that's been a pandemic. You going to say a what? A pandemic. The scarlet letter A has been a pandemic. So let's talk about the kid version right quick. Ready? Are you ready for the kid version? Silent Shadows is the kid version of scarlet letter A. And you going to say, well, Baby Whisper, you didn't give us nothing for Silent Shadows. I gave you fear, and I gave you check. If they don't check their fear at the door, your child is never going to heal. Therefore, you are going to have a broken child that's going to carry on a generational curse. See, we keep forgetting about our families. We keep talking about ourselves. We keep understanding that we need money. You need money to make your family grow, but you also need mental health. Your family is sustained with generational wealth when you have the mental capacity to be accountable. When y'all can communicate. If you want to break a generational curse, one hell of a big one, then you need to learn how to communicate. Now, I didn't say get all your brothers and sisters together and y'all get ready to start having a hell of an argument. That is not going to help nothing. What I said was you need to communicate. Get your nieces and nephews together. Get your nieces and nephews together. Sit them down at the table and tell them, get them one topic and tell them talk about it. How many of y'all nieces and nephews can sit in the same room for at least 30 minutes and have a conversation? Let's back this up. How many little kids know how to be little kids today? We are losing the boundaries. We're losing the roles. We are losing the health of our families. We're not talking about just physical health because mental health is a very important thing when it comes to security. If you are not mentally, I don't know what normal means. I'm not a normal person, so I don't know what normal means. Hell, I don't want to be normal because what the hell is normal? Anyway, that's not the point. If you're not mentally settled in the fact that everybody in your household matters. The mental health of security. Everyone in your household matters. Everyone in your household needs to have the ability to protect themselves or to learn how to protect the house if something happens. The physical part is defending yourself is not always with your hands. It's sometimes defending yourself is with your words. We project things out on people really quickly and don't understand the trigger of emotions that it starts. Words trigger emotions before actions. You ever heard the thing that if you speak, you think, you react. Most of y'all skip a step. You speak and react. You hear something, automatically get irritated and react. The health of your house has everything to do with the power of security you can put in your house. There can be plans. I can give it to you, but I can't make you understand it. I can help you know what you need to do, but I can't make you hear me. I can give you the workbooks you need, but I cannot make you do it. Y'all pay therapists because therapist means that you have to be accountable for what you are doing. Not forgetting about the fact that your kids need you to be accountable for yourself. Because a mama and a daddy who is not healthy, mentally healthy, cannot raise healthy children. Which is why they got us going through all this drama right now. Cut out the noise. Your house is your sanctuary. If you want me to give you the best tip that costs $10,000 for free, your house is your sanctuary. It traps words, emotions, and energy. Them four walls is your security perimeter. What comes in your house that don't belong need to get the hell out. You must speak it, you must think it, you must act on it. You keep thinking that, okay, well, I'm gonna lock the door. You can lock the door and let your friend in. Your friend gonna come in with some energy, what's gonna shift your whole house. I keep saying it, y'all keep looking at me, then y'all come back to me and be like, fix it. I'm gonna start fixing it. Understand you're gonna have to book me. And by the way, for those of y'all asking, can you book me? Yes, you can book me. Security health. That is the next slide for the vault. I'm going to do the health of your house because we get ready to defend your house. Is your house healthy enough to get the security checks that you need to be doing? Ask yourself that. You're going to say, baby whisper, you went from acronyms to code whisper. Code whisper means I got to give it to you raw. Is your house healthy? Come on, y'all gonna talk. I talk back. You ain't gotta talk. I talk this whole time. Y'all gonna be like, oh shit, she got up here and she talking to the parents. Is your house healthy? Ask yourself. I wanna hear you. Is your house healthy? Because if you are feeling some type of way when you go home, other than calm, collected, yeah, you gonna feel your bills. Trust me, everybody feel their bills. But is your house healthy? You can't have a chaotic house and have a secure house. And chaos attract chaos. That's why they want us all chaotic right now. Your children are home for the summertime. Change the energy in your house. You must have a healthy house to have healthy security. The security system that you got in your house, you know, when you dial ADT and all of them, is great because that means the police will come to your house. That's going to be a whole different problem. Do your kids know how to react? Are your kids feeling safe at their house? Do your kids know what to do when somebody knock on the door? How many of us have taught our children not to open the door? Remember that little thing called a peephole? I am very much short, so I got to stand on my tiptoes. But I do look out the peephole. How many of y'all have trained your children to know the boundaries? They shouldn't be on the phone. They shouldn't be at the door. How many of y'all train y'all kids not to give people y'all passwords to y'all Wi-Fi? Did you know that if somebody had a password to a Wi-Fi, they're a hacker? Did you know that they can hack into your Wi-Fi and see all the shit y'all doing? Did y'all know that? No? You didn't know that? The health of our families is very, very important. It's important. We talking about breaking generational curses this year. Half of y'all can't even break the trauma bond that you got in your head that you have now given to your children. We talking about helping our children out of this cycle, this vicious cycle of ratchetness that they have given to our children. Ratchetness is a cycle. It leads to the downfall. If you are so complex at doing what the fuck you want to do and how you want to do it, if you call yourself downgrading things, then you automatically cursing yourself because you have to spell a word. Ooh. I'm losing y'all right now because some of y'all be like, ooh, she about to do it. She not about to do it. She just up here talking to y'all name. This is our conversational part of Code Whisper. I made Code Whisper 2 years ago. I started doing it on TikTok. I started putting out the code words and putting out the little acronyms. They picked it up, ate 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 it up. And then when I told them, here's the workbook, some of y'all looked at me and said, black girl, you are a black girl. You are not supposed to know what you know. Come challenge me. I'm not in the courtyard. No. I'm in the whispering room. Your children matter to me if they don't matter to you. You matter to me if you don't matter to you. What matters to me is you succeed with your family. Generations must get healthier. And right now, one of the generations they got 4 and 5 year olds up here twerking, one of the generations they got is they want it to fall. Get rid of the spirit of ratchetness. Where's the education for our children? Are you telling your child the truth? Do you have honest conversations with your child? I don't mean get up there and tell your child, oh, I was on the street doing this. Put it PG. Wait. I gotta think about the ratings when I talk about it. Put it in the PG words. You can't want to protect your child if you don't know how to protect yourself. It's called emotional protection. You don't know how to do physical protection. You don't know how to do speech protection. You just know that this is the thought protection. Your emotions are everything. You're going to be like, security got all that in it? There's a whole world of security y'all don't know about. But if you part of the whispers, we going to tap right into it. It is very important that y'all get the whisper code. Get the whisper code. Get the whisper code. You're going to be like, you just promoting something. I'm promoting family health. You ready for it? Your child need to know it don't matter about what Susie Jew doing down the street. It don't matter about what color Dante is. It don't matter about what somebody said about them. It matters about how they feel about themselves, how they gonna protect their family name, and how they gonna succeed. The baseline of your house, how you defend your house, is you know the 3 points of security. Y'all ready for this? I am ready for this. I'm ready for this. I really am ready for this. But how many of y'all actually gonna do this? How many of y'all actually gonna whisper? Y'all know I'ma hear y'all. I was gonna go on that note. Shh. If you have any questions, please go on and hit me up in the comments. Please subscribe if you're on YouTube. Subscribe to our Whispering Vault. If you're on TikTok, please subscribe to our Whispering Vault. It'll be a great idea for y'all to subscribe to both channels, TikTok and YouTube. And we got a special thing coming for y'all. At the palm of y'all hands, y'all gonna have the vault when we open it. And I opening it. Look out for the book. It's called Code Whisper. 10 acronyms. 10 acronyms. One mission. And every child protected. Y'all know what to do. If you whisper, I hear you.